Auditing Standard SA 330 Part 2. Timing of tests of controls. The auditor is required to test controls during the period for which they intend to rely on those controls. If relying on a control over a period, tests should provide evidence that the control operated effectively during relevant times. This may include testing the entity's monitoring of controls. Auditors can also use audit evidence obtained in previous audits. When considering the use of such evidence, factors like the effectiveness of other control elements, risks associated with the control, and the effectiveness of general IT controls should be considered. If using previous audit evidence, the auditor should establish its continuing relevance by obtaining evidence of significant changes to the controls since the previous audit. Substantive procedures. Substantive procedures are designed to detect material misstatements in the financial statements, regardless of assessed risks. The auditor must perform substantive procedures for each material class of transactions, account balance, and disclosure. The nature and extent of these procedures depend on the circumstances of the audit and the assessed risks of material misstatement. Substantive analytical procedures are suitable for predictable transactions, while tests of details are relevant to the nature of risks and assertions. The extent of substantive procedures may need to be increased if tests of controls yield unsatisfactory results. External confirmation procedures can provide relevant evidence, but their applicability varies depending on the assertion being tested. Timing of substantive procedures. The timing of substantive procedures is crucial. Previous audit evidence from substantive procedures is generally not relevant for the current period. When performing substantive procedures at an interim date, additional procedures must be conducted to cover the remaining period. Relying solely on interim procedures increases the risk of not detecting misstatements at the period end. Adequacy of presentation and disclosure. The auditor is responsible for evaluating the overall presentation and disclosure of the financial statements. Audit procedures should assess whether the statements accurately reflect financial information and whether their form, arrangement, and content are appropriate. This evaluation includes the classification, detail, and basis of amounts presented. Thanks for watching.